Hey there, Doctor Who fans. This is Wesatron. Today we're taking a look at Character Options Doctor Who Rory Williams action figure. This figure is pretty new. I'd say in the last maybe month or two. He came out, and it's about time. We've been waiting for a Rory figure for, what, 3 seasons now, something like that. So I'm glad they finally got around to him. The likeness looks great. It's interesting. The box style is different. I mentioned in the friggin' River Song review that she had the bubble style packaging. I said that I thought that was the new one, but it looks like he's back to the TARDIS packaging, which may be crazy, but I thought the TARDIS packaging was back like in the 10th Doctor days. So I don't know. Maybe they're just bouncing back and forth, or maybe I'm just totally mistaken. But you can see it's got the nice time vortex there in the background, highly detailed action figure. It's even got a little BBC thing up here in the corner. No accessories, looks like. It's interesting, the back is very different, where the other one had like the cross cells and everything. This has just got a picture of Rory, that's a tough name to say, and a picture of him again as the last Centurion, or whatever you want to call him, from the Pandorica stuff, where, well, whatever. I imagine they're probably, now that they've got Rory's head, they're probably going to release him as the Centurion as a SCCC exclusive or something, since they've already got the Centurion body molded. Then, slap the head on there, boom, new figure. And then we've got a nice little bio here, which is nice. Oh, and it even talks a little bit about that story if you wanted to look over it. The legendary Lone Centurion, that's what he was called, Lone Centurion. So, anyway, very excited to have this figure. I got him for about, I think, $17 from BBTS. I'll put the exact amount in the box below, but yeah, let's get him out of package and see how he does. And here's Rory out of packaging, chasing after his wife while she gallivants around the galaxy with the Doctor. So, I just wanted to give you guys a shot of how all these guys look together, just so you get an idea what they would look like on your shelf. So the Rory figure looks really, really nice. I really like the likeness that they were able to capture for him, which we'll get to in a second. But just so you can see scale-wise, he's a little bit shorter than the Doctor, or actually I think head-wise he's a little bit taller, but Matt Smith's hair is so big, he makes him the taller of the 3 figures. And then with Amy, so very nice looking. No wedding ring for this guy, so this is a bit of an older Rory, as same for Amy in that regard. So here's Rory out of the package proper. I just got him in a silly pose because he doesn't really do a whole lot of big actiony things. But yeah, very, very nice looking figure. We'll get a close up here and see the likeness to the actor. I'm completely blanking on his name, I apologize. I'll try to look it up and put it down there somewhere. So, very nice work on the hair. It doesn't look like there's actually highlights in it. Like, it appears like they might have done something on camera, but in actuality, I don't think so. It's almost a burgundy type color instead of a straight brown. But very, very nice likeness. You can see there's a lot of that guy in there. It's very cool. He's got his big padded vest here. His button-up shirt underneath. I don't have any problems with the paint there. I mean, they're solidly colored, so not a big deal. And very, very nice sculpting work, though. I really, really like all the way this fabric bunches. I mean, it really does look like if you were to touch it, it would, like, press back on you. It's very, very nice. Sculpted the pocket up here on his shoulder. Very, very cool. Yeah, neat. I didn't ever realize they had a pocket only on one side. Stitching there on the cuffs for the shirt sleeves, very nice. A little bit of a wash on the pants to make them look like, I don't know, acid wash or just worn in jeans, those type of things. Stitching on the pockets to make them look realistic. Very, very, very nice. All around, he just looks very believable. If you just had a 5-inch scale collection and you just wanted like a random tourist or something, this guy would be great because he looks very believable. He looks like a guy. So articulation is as such. He's got a swivel head, very limited by the collar. He can only go a little bit that way and a little bit that way, so no like shooting poses or anything like that, which would be hard to get anyway because he's only got swivel shoulders. Huge bummer since so many of the new figures are coming with the hinges there, so that you can bend them out. So that's a real letdown. I really would have liked for him to have hinge shoulders as well. You've got swivel biceps, but they are hindered by how close they are to the body. See, like when you start to turn it, it's going to start trying to pull that joint away from the body. So you got to be careful. You'll have to like kind of move it and figure out how you can make it useful. They probably should have put that joint maybe a little lower. Yeah, they really should have put hinges in the shoulders. So about 90 degrees on the elbow. Swivels in the wrist. They're not hindered by his sleeves, so that's nice. Up underneath here, it goes up pretty far. I mean, his shirt like hangs down quite a bit, and it's a rubber, but it's kind of a tough rubber. But he does have a swivel in there, so you've got a nice swivel joint, and he's got the H-style hinge joints for hips. So because of the shirt, they don't go forward that much, and are completely hindered going back. That's a bummer. I'm not sure what's hindering them because I can't really see up in there very well, but yeah, so they only go up forward about that far, and they'll go out about that far before you start, tugging on things. So not bad. I really wish there was a little more, like this was a little looser. Like this is separate here. Like you can see the shirt is separate from the vest. They could have separated that a little bit higher so that the shirt could move a little bit more, but I don't know. Swivels in the thighs, all the way around, no problem. 90 degree at the knees, and nothing in the ankles. So pretty nice articulation overall. Like this is a 5-inch figure, so I imagine, on the whole, they'll be kind of dialed back a little bit. I would have liked hinges in the ankles would have been nice, and the ball jointed shoulders would have been really dynamite. Even just like true ball joints, like the DST Star Trek figures, just enough to get him away from the body a little bit, so that he didn't always have to just look like Plain Jane. But like I said, he doesn't really do much anyways, so Plain Jane may not hurt him in the long run. So this figure, like I said, I paid about $16, $17 from BBTS. I really wanted to get him because I was afraid he was going to run out real quickly because, character options is going to this 375 scale like G.I. Joe's after years of putting out 5-inch figures. So I wanted to make sure I could get my hands on this guy before he disappeared forever. But there is another variant where he's got like a different shirt, and it's like the same mold, but it's repainted. And I think it's limited to the UK, some retailer over there, I'm not sure who, but yeah, 16, 17 bucks is a lot for this guy. He unfortunately doesn't come with any accessories, but off the top of my head, honestly, I can't think of any accessories he would come with either. If there's any Who fans out there, please, holler at me. What do you think would have made a great accessory for Rory here? I would like to know, because like I'm thinking back on episodes, and I'm just thinking there's nothing in particular that I like associate with him. So, but yeah, 16, 17 bucks is a bit high. When these were closer to 12 bucks, I would have seen this as being a pretty good buy. But at 17, you have to really like the character. Luckily, I do. So it's not too bad for me, but like I said, everybody's mileage will vary on these types of toys. They're very, very niche. Very plain Jane looking toy, no accessories. So you have to make your own decision, but last time I saw he was still at BBTS. I hope he still is. I hope everybody's able to get one before we go over to the 4-inch scale. I'm not sure if I'm going to collect the 4-inch scale or not, but we'll see what kind of offerings they have. But that's pretty much it. Any comments or questions, please put them in the box below. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have about this guy. There's not a whole lot to tell, but, who knows what questions you may have. Yeah, that's it. Thanks to everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later, guys.